Good morning, everybody. Uber Lady Charlotte here. I know this video may be a little hard to, see me, but as you can tell, I am driving, and it is a beautiful Sunday morning. There's not a cloud in the sky. It just makes me want to take on the world today. So I'm gonna, I got some things laid out. I'm gonna work on my book, first chapter, and then I'm going to, of course, do some Uber, but I just won't spend so much time riding around. I'll, get my laptop out or my little notepad out and do some stuff on there. I'll continue taking one of my OSHA classes online that I'm doing. And I am supposed to meet Uber Later Richmond today. She's here in Charlotte. And we're going to go have, I guess, brunch, breakfast, lunch. Anyway, whatever's happening is happening at 2 o'clock. So that's what we're going to do. All right, yeah, that's better. So we're going to go eat at IHOP at 2 o'clock and sit down and just politic about some things and, I guess talk about Uber and life in general and all that. I've been talking to her off the channel through email, and she seems like a wonderful person. So I'm really excited, and I can't wait to meet her. I can't wait to meet you, Uber Later Richmond. And I'm going to ask if she wants to do a video together. We may not. I don't know. But, again, it is Sunday morning, and I was thinking I haven't done a video for my other channel, Big Mama Charlotte, where I consider myself an online mom to those that don't have one or don't have someone that they can go to and talk to. So I'll start it out this way. I want to talk to my young people. Old people, I know you don't have to do this anymore. I mean, you know this lesson already. So now I'm going to talk to my young people. I remember once my mom was married to this African guy, and we couldn't stand each other. I was 13, 12, I was 12, and I couldn't stand him, and he couldn't stand me. But the man was super smart. He was a political advocate over in Nigeria. Nigeria. And, I would talk to him when my mom wasn't around. But once someone came in the house, I'd go to my room or I'd leave, and he and I wouldn't talk. We walked right past each other and wouldn't talk to each other. But I did tap into his knowledge when nobody was around. It was a weird relationship, but that's how it went. So at any rate, one day he says, Kim, I want to teach you a lesson. And I'm thinking at 12, you ain't got nothing to teach me. What are you talking about? Get out of here. We stood at the bottom of the stairs, and we lived in a townhouse. So standing at the bottom of the stairs, he says, Kim, life is like stairs. And I said, okay. He said, if you want to get to the top, you have to take one step at a time. You cannot skip stairs. One step at a time. He said, because if you try to take too many stairs at one time, so you can reach to the top faster, you may possibly fall all the way back down the stairs and hurt yourself. Now, me being 12, I'm like, man, shut that down. Nobody want to hear that. I'm limber, I'm young, I'm spry. I'm getting ready to take all these steps at one time. So, we were talking, and he said, like, for example, if you want to get to that third step right there, how would you do it? I said, well, you're saying I need to take one step at a time. He's like, you don't see it that way? I said, no. I can actually jump 2 steps at a time and get there quicker. He said, and you possibly could. He said, well, let's see. So I'm sitting at the bottom step, and I step up over the first step, and I'm standing on the second step. I'm holding on to the rail, but I got there. It's a little stretch, but I got there. So he said, okay, come back down the steps. I said, okay. So he said, well, why didn't you just take one step and then the next step? You wouldn't have had to hold on to that railing. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't have time for all that. I ain't got time. He said, okay, well, I want you to go to the top of the stairs. I said, all right. So he says, now I want you to get to the third step. I said, okay. He said, Kim, just take one step at a time. Nope, gonna learn all my lessons now. I'm gonna cut this whole process in half because I just don't have time. I'm a fast learner. That's what I told him. I'm a fast learner, and I need, you know, I want it now. I can't wait, because that's what's wrong with old people. They take their time. I'm going to just take mine now. So I called myself standing on the landing, and I was going to get a running start. It was a little landing, but I was going to get a running start. He said, oh, no running start. You start right here at the bottom of the step. I'm like, okay, all right. So I remember squatting down, holding onto the rail, and I was going to jump up and propel myself and pull myself at the same time to the top of the stairs, to the third one. When I did that, and I squat down, and I grabbed onto this rail real hard, and I called myself gonna pull myself up and get to the third. Well, my toes didn't make a full flat landing on the third step. I just brushed the lip of the step, fell down, hit my face, scraped my knee with the carpet burn. I'm gonna tell you, that carpet burn is not forgiving. The carpet burn, and I tumbled back down the stairs and ended up folded up in a corner. He said all you had to do was take one step at a time. And I never forgot that lesson. So I do that. I do that. I've done that, you know, ever since, one step at a time. Do I get impatient sometimes? I do. But I have to remember that lesson. Let me tell you something about life. I'm 47, and I've learned a lot, young people. I have learned that life is reactive. Life is not proactive. What I mean by that is, life does not teach you anything. Life deals with you after you made a choice. It's your family and friends and loved ones, so to speak, your teachers, who try to tell you about life, who tell you about their past experiences so you don't have to go through that. See, that's the lesson. That's the lesson that a lot of us don't want to hear or don't want to acknowledge. All right? So, please take advantage of people that you can talk to. If you want to talk to me through email, you're more than welcome. But believe me, I got plenty of experience in life and lessons. If you want to talk to your mom, dad, or aunt, or uncle, somebody you can trust, do that. Get that wisdom from them, because they're not going to always be here. But as far as life, when I say it's reactive, let's look at that. For example, people tell you all the time to, we'll say if you're driving, they tell you all the time, don't run red lights, because you'll get a ticket. If you get a ticket, you get too many tickets, you can go to jail, or they can take your license. That is the teaching part of it. That is the knowledge part of it. But us being who we are, don't tell me how to drive. I've been on this planet 16 whole years. I've been on this planet 21 whole years. I've been on this earth, 35 years. You can't tell me nothing. When you say it like that, 16, 21, and 35 don't seem like a lot of years. All right, so now you go out there and you speed balling. Jackrabbit starting at the light, speed balling, driving without your ID, doing all those things that people told you not to do, or your teachers told you not to do. What happens? You run a red light, get a ticket. That's life being reactive. Drunk driving, same thing. Told you not to drink and drive. You get pulled over. Life is reactive. Now you got to go to these DUI classes, pay all this money to your lawyer. Might have your license taken, maybe not. Then you're on probation for several years. All because you decided, I don't want to hear that lesson. I don't want to heed to that. So just remember that. Big Mama Charlotte / Uber Lady Charlotte told you that life is reactive based on your decisions and not proactive. You learn about what could possibly happen from your friends, families, loved ones, and even me. So be proactive in your life and not reactive. Because as my mama told me, sometimes you don't always get a second chance to get it right. There are a lot of young dead people in the grave because they thought they were owed an opportunity to get it right the second time. They thought they were owed the opportunity at a redo or try or go over. That's not guaranteed to you. Tomorrow is not guaranteed to you. So just remember, the decisions that you make today will affect your tomorrow. All right, so that's me fussing at y'all. So all my young people, please try to get something out of that. But to my other people, I will be back later with some more videos. All right, bye.